We've got both players ready. Let's go ahead and get this counted down for game number 1 of the Division 1A matchup between Alex T and Cryticalapis. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left, we have the reigning 2-time CTWC champion, roller out of the United States with an NTSC PB of 16,700,000. Welcome in, Alex T. And on the right, also rolling on the United States with PB of 2,868,000. Welcome in, Cryticalapis. And Cryticalapis having to make a little bit of a compromise, as the piece that he needed to tuck did not show up. That's going to allow Alex to take a bit of an early lead, but a long bar here will fix everything for Cryticalapis. There it is, the column 9 Tetris to get the well back over to the right. Another Tetris there for Alex. As Alex off to a Tetris in change lead early on. That was a really aggressive but nice series of Z's that he just stuck on top of each other, waiting for that tuck. And when the L showed up, it looked so much better. Getting that square over, and Alex decides now's the time to chop things down as we're waiting on a long bar here. Both players in the same drought. Ooh, a bit of a misdrop there for Cryticalapis at the top of the board. Could have been really dangerous. I think he missed a spin there as well. Looked like he tried it. He does get the right side open, and the resulting damage is just going to be one hole in the stack in column 7. He'll bang down the Tetris. But Alex's lead is growing. 236 to 163. .500 IQ burns as Captain. We'll see in action a bit later. Tetris for Alex. And Cryticalapis opens up the right side. We'll bang down to Tetris, gets to 215 at the half. Alex will be at 328, so a 112,000 point lead, only halfway through level 18. Of course, Alex in the same division as the current CTL champion, which is Pixelandy. We'll be seeing him in action just after this game. But the division also features the likes of Cobra, Sodium, Redshirt, Wallbant, and Coalbucket. And Cobra's on top right now. He's got a 2-0 match record. He's played Cryticalapis and Wallbant. And even though we're only a couple games into the season, we only have 3 players that haven't lost a match yet. The other one is Pixelandy. And the third player, the only reason he hasn't lost a game yet, well, this is his first one, Alex, in his season debut. Although I feel like Alex is the type of player where at the end of the season, he's like, oh, he hasn't lost a game yet. Alex with a 92,000 point lead. That means that Cryticalapis has brought it back at least one Tetris. It's that J-Tuck, and he'll bang down a Tetris of his own. We're setting up the bits. Just burns it away. And then misdrops the S. Some people may say that that's karma. Setting up the Vits and then burning it down. Alex is at 606 at 120 lines. Let's... He's got a big lead right now. I have to take some burns there. Oh, he's got a long bar dependency now, and I think he realizes that was a mistake. Now needs a bar. Bar is not coming. Oh, there it is. Gonna be good for a triple, and it'll open up the right side. It'll go in at 617. That Tetris for Cryticalapis will be 545, so a difference of 72,000 points. Yeah, wait till you get to the point where that actually is a 600,000 transition, and you still top out immediately on 19. Those are the best games. I think my first rolling 600K was like that. 718 for Alex, 624 for Cryticalapis. Although Alex is a bit further ahead in the piece sequence. Oh, covering the whale just as the bar shows up. And this board for Cryticalapis could be trouble if he doesn't get the right pieces. That was a good one there. Getting rid of that dependency was, you know, pardon the pun, critical. Gets the bar over, will get the Tetris. Now has that hole in column 6 to worry about. And yeah, no worry. Alex building over the right well here. Winter in chat says, Lapis, pretend you're playing me. Good burn there for Lapis. Gets the Tetris. Only back by about 60,000 points in pace. So not the end of the world yet. Both players will score a Tetris there. Lapis setting up a tuck there, will get it done. Left side's a little concerning, but gets the bar to make it much better. Alex in at level 26 at 973. Lapis goes in at 910. 63,000 point lead. This lead has been shrinking ever so slightly since like the 65 line mark. But it is still in the favor of Alex. Both players set up. Alex already with the max out. Oh, Lapis with a double flip. Can he stay alive? No, he cannot. He's going to be done. Alex is good for game number 1. Oh, man. Well, Alex going to take that 1-0 lead and just top it out here. I'm kidding, Captain. Here we go. Both players are ready. We'll count down game number 2. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Toast is like, who needs cheap viewers when you have me? I know, right? Well, this is normally the point in the matchup where I talk about the player's match record. Yeah, about that. No match record between these two players. This is a brand new matchup. I like to call it a Tetris scoregami. It seems like super rare at the top that you get first-time matchups like this. But when you have new players rising up through the ranks as fast as Cryticalapis has. They're bound to happen. Winter suggesting that Alex bust a move, but that's a completely different video game. Oh, you had to wait in line? I got mine through Grubhub. I just had to wait after I put the order in. $147 for Alex, 133 for Cryticalapis here in the early going. The issues that Cryticalapis started out with in game one not manifesting themselves this time around. And some very clean stacks here. Alex with a hole down there in column 5. Looks like he's just going to deal with it for now. So Alex will play one row off the bottom and will continue scoring Tetrises. So we're about to hit the halfway point. Alex will go in at 312. Second consecutive game in the 300s. Meanwhile, a little bit of a complication for Cryticalapis. He's only going to be at 271. Alex setting up a couple of spins here. We'll get the S spin first, and we'll get the T spin next. That was a very high point to try to go for a T spin as well, and one of these things about the top players, they do not shy away from difficult maneuvers. But now Alex in a little bit of a situation here. I feel like he had the choice to take one of the two burns he needed with the long bar, either flat or vertical, and he chose vertical. I feel like it just kind of spiraled from there. But Alex is working his way out of this, does have the right side open. It's going to be able to... Oh, very nice maneuvers there from Alex. He's opened up the right side just in time for a drought. Finally, the bar shows up. Bang, Tetris. He's at 400 at the turn. Tetris for Alex. And a Cryticalapis is going to be at 400 at the turn as well. So neck and neck. In fact, it is tied. And Cryticalapis is like, none of that. I'm going to get 3 pushdown points. But Alex is more worried about survival. He's up, about halfway up the screen here. He knows he needs to get out of this quickly because he's fallen behind. 469 for Cryticalapis, 432 for Alex. Alex will get things cleaned up. Has the right side open. There's the bar. There's the Tetris. And level 19 for Alex. He'll go in at 504. Cryticalapis is set up. Looking for the bar. There it is. There's a Tetris, 561. So this time, Cryticalapis out in front. Let's see what he can do with it. Awkward board for Alex. Nice spin, though. Man. Now an awkward board for Alex. He's having to take some potential tucks and has sacrificed the left side of the board to keep things healthy, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to have to take some burns here. Meanwhile, Cryticalapis is just playing some clean Tetris. It's a bar. We'll get the Tetris. Alex at 669. Hey, now. So Cryticalapis in a decent spot at the moment, but now has to do a couple burns. He still has a lead despite being down by 6 lines here, which means the lead's a little bigger than it looks. When you see it, says Winter. Yeah, it's like the TSA say. When you see, if you see something, say something. You see a 69, you say, hey now. Tetris for Cryticalapis. There's a Tetris for Alex. Alex 30,000 points in the lead, but he's also 10 lines in the future. As we are getting late into these speeds. Simul Tetris there, 925 Alex, 919 Cryticalapis. That was a fake lead for Alex at the moment. He'll score another Tetris and another Tetris. He's now 19 lines ahead of Cryticalapis. Cryticalapis is back on 26. Alex is on 28. There's the Tetris for Cryticalapis. 1,031,000 for Alex, 991 for Cryticalapis. Alex will get to 29 way before Cryticalapis does. He's going to have to line in 1,068,000 is the score for Alex. Cryticalapis looking for the B into 29. Trying to set up here. We'll take the Akibar. Makes the burn and the bang Tetris. 1,133,000. Alex is currently in the lead. So there's still work to do for Cryticalapis, but he has... oh, no. I say he has time to do it, but... oh, he's not able to get a piece over the left. So Alex... you're good. It's 2-0. Alex was like, I could dig out of this. Watch. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. It's like one of those Taco Bell promotions at the, at an NHL game where they say, hey, if they score 6 goals, everyone gets free tacos. Which, like, statistically never happens, but unless they're running that very specific promotion. Then they're like, oh yeah, we're going to send everyone home with tacos. And then they just go on a goal scoring blitz. And Alex showing how supportive of the cause he is by not burning. 5 in a row for Alex to start off game number 3. Free chips and guac from Chipotle, and 18 sounds about right. Wow, even the Lapis fans are jumping ship over to Alex here. They all want the Dave's Hot Chicken. Juggle Crooked YouTube says the Red Wings with that back from 0-4 comeback last night, though, to win 6-4. Was there a Taco Bell promotion going on? Gotta get the fans their tacos. Interesting setup here for Alex. Let's see how he resolves it. We'll resolve it with some burns. And unfortunately, he did not resolve very cleanly, so we'll get the Tetris here, but we'll have to take a couple more burns here. That square will be perfect. 278 for Alex, 261 for Cryticalapis. Taco Bell has been doing their steal a base, steal a taco promotion. Oh no. A match of all time. Actually, it's a first time match. This is the equivalent of Tetris Scorigami we're seeing here. Never before seen. This game is fairly close. 378 for Cryticalapis, 371 for Alex. Alex, who needed 29 to get it done last game. $380 points. Half a single separating the players through 85 lines. Another Tetris for both. Alex hoping for a J at some point in the near future. Still hoping for that J. Gonna have to spin in that S as the board's starting to get a little messy. Gonna take the burns here. Of course, covered the well right as the bar showed up. And now Alex in a bit of a spot. Gets a T-spin though. Looks like he's going to get out of this. Gets the bar over for the Tetris, but the damage is done. Cryticalapis up by a Tetris and a half, 518 to 479. How does the Tetris Scorigami chart work? It's just base. I just use that term for when you have a unique matchup that hasn't happened before, such as Alex T and Cryticalapis. One single separating the players now. Lead is on the side of Cryticalapis, but I mean, it's effectively neck and neck. Look at these transitions, too. Hot game here. Will it lead to hot chicken? Let's find out. 620 for Cryticalapis. Alex might be able to best that if he can get the bar here, but does not. He's got to go in at 619. And he'll bang down a Tetris shortly after transition. Waiting on the long bar. Alex will get it for the Tetris. And there it is for Cryticalapis, 701 to 695. Alex can hang a square on the left, but certainly not a bad hang, I would say. Gets it tucked in. Has to take some burns, though. Let's get that bar over for the Tetris, and we'll clean up. Now Cryticalapis kind of running into the same drought. Gets that bar. Back-to-back Tetrises for Cryticalapis. Meanwhile, Alex has got a heck of a stack over on that left side, but get that center well dirty Tetris to keep this efficiency going. There's been a bit of a scrappy 19 for both these players so far. And they've been doing a very good job of keeping their respective boards going. But another drought coming in, and Alex will take advantage with the Tetris there. Cryticalapis just can't seem to get out of this dig. See, it's just not even waiting for the bar anymore. It just plugs it. Bit of a misdrop there. It's going to be a bit of an annoyance, but should be able to get out of this. Ooh. Wonder if there's a phantom burn in there. Alex is taking a commanding lead now, 1,035,000 to 854. As Cryticalapis has been in a bit of a dig for the past 2 or 3 levels. There's the Tetris for Cryticalapis. Tetris for both players, 1.1 for Alex now. Any squares, anyone? Does anyone want any squares? Because this seed's got them. Also has a 25-plus piece drought here. Both players going through it at the same time. Alex able to score the Tetris. He'll go into level 29 at 1,186,000. It's 978 for Cryticalapis. Over 200,000 point lead, and this board is not looking great right now for Cryticalapis. Oh, but does get things open up. And he'll bang down a Tetris. Meanwhile, Alex's board needs some work. Cryticalapis is set up again. Tetris for Cryticalapis. He pulls within 4 Tetrises. It's only a triple for Alex. Another Tetris for Lapis. He's got the 1.1. Alex at 1,228,000. Tetris for Cryticalapis. He's pulled within 2. But Alex finally set up in column 8. But where's the bar? There's the bar. There's the Tetris. Alex finally fighting back here on the 29 speeds. Cryticalapis trying to set up again. He is set up. And there's the bar for the Tetris. Alex scores a dirty column 8. 1,333,000 for Alex, 1,288,000 for Cryticalapis. We're halfway through the level 29 speeds. This game will end at level 39. Well, maybe level 40 if you're Alex. Now, finally starting to get some adversity on the side of Cryticalapis here. He's going to need to get this down. Oh, he double flips the T. He'll get at least a couple more lines here, but oh, he's still trying to stay alive here. Look at the survival. And finally, he'll succumb to his injuries. 1,308,000 is the final for Cryticalapis, but it's not enough when you're facing the world champ. Alex T. Just sent us home with some Dave's Hot Chicken. Well, I don't know if we're getting a rollover here. But will we get a 40? Nope. 1,571,000, and there you go. There's your winner. the man with the chicken. GG's! Alex T taking home his first match of the season in a sweep. A little bit of flex for the fans.
Both players are ready. Good luck and have fun, y'all. Let's count you down for game number 1. But Peek's kind of in trouble. Board climbing. Can he get a bar? Needs a bar right now. He's not going to get it. Think to the left. Doesn't try it with the Z. Gets a T over, but that's not going to be enough. I don't know if he misrotated that S. That's it. Peek will top out at 309. It's a beautiful fall Saturday. Both players are ready. Let's count down for game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. There we go. We got a T, we got a Z. This is the classic Tetris League, and I'm Arbaro. What do we got here? We got ourselves a block game between these two lovely players. Let me tell you who they are. On the left side of your screen, out of the United States of America, or the Isle of Man, I guess, if you go by the bot, a roller with an NTSC PB of 2.13 million, currently number 19 on the Premier poll. He is Sodium. And on the right side of your screen, in the red shirt, a roller with an NTSC PB of 1.92 million. He is Red Shirt. Both players 3 on the board. Now they got 4. I believe this is Red Shirt's re-entry into first season of re-entry into Div 1. Don't quote me on that though. Sodium, of course, a Div 1 mainstay. Frequent playoff participant. I believe he won a playoff match last season with children dangling off of him, so that's just how good of a player he is. It's down by a Tetris and a half at the moment. Both players looking pretty clean. This is the third meeting between these two players. Retro doesn't quite get that. J all the way over. Sodium has won 2 of the 3 meetings. I think the last one was in 2024. He's been in chat promoting the Matcherino. We do, in fact, have a Matcherino. You can use it to give the players money. The top players of the season who make it to the playoffs, furthest into the playoffs, will get a portion of the dough. Currently sitting at $45. We know we can do a whole lot better than that. Go and throw some money in. I don't know. We might have some coupon codes still. Let me double check. Can't. Oh my goodness. 226 for Sodium, 281 for Red Shirt. Yeah. Keeps us saying 33 codes left. It is. You just go there and you click a button. You throw a quarter in the prize pool. And you let Matt Trino know that the Classic Tetris League is a robust community that's worthy of, I don't know, like what you actually get out of it. But there are some positive consequences other than just giving the players money for hitting the button. So please go hit the button. It takes like 30 seconds of your time. You do it while watching 18. Once they transition, you can shift your attention back to the game. You can watch it now, actually. Richard starting to develop a bit of a lead here. Over halfway to 19. 321 to 374. Sodium opts not to take the Vits, opts not to take the other Vits. Kind of just throws the J in there finally. Just absolutely teasing the Vits. He'll get a Tetris. It's an uncozy Vits. There we go. Is it uncozy or non-cozy or uncomfortable? Austere? Red Shirt up a little high, takes the triple. We're getting droughted. Bar finally comes after 30 pieces. Throws Sodium's board off a bit. You'll need a little bit of help here. Would rather not fall further behind, because Redshirt almost has a 6-figure lead. We'll go up to 120,000 after that latest Tetris. So Redshirt currently killing it. He was at the Jonas Cup. I forgot how he did, because I don't think I judged any of his matches. I'm sure he did great though. One great game here for Redshirt so far. 547, room for a few more before the transition. Same as a bar dependency column one, going to get that filled in, but that's a few more burns. And hasn't been able to get a whole lot going on 18 here. This is a Tetris for Redshirt. Hits the 600k mark. Sodium's at 19 with a 464. So mid 400 for Sodium. Ready in, but Redshirt going to go with the mid 600. 641. Big lead for Redshirt here in post. So we can also see some big point swings in post. So we'll see what happens. So far, Redshirt's doing exactly what he needs to do, setting up and scoring. Sodium looking for an opening here. I'm not sure that this drought might be one, but nope, Redshirt handles it beautifully. 597 to 746. Redshirt threatening to run away with it here. There might be a minor slowdown for Redshirt, first one in a while. He's kind of been firing on all cylinders so far. And he'll get the bar over 890 to 698. Sodium not really able to take advantage of a short Redshirt dig. He will have to do a few more burns here. Sodium has the lead down to about 5 Tetrises, but still very comfortable for Redshirt at the moment. 970 to 836. We're into level 26 now. Transition is looming. Oh no, Redshirt up a little high though. This could be iffy. Does get the bar over for the Tetris, gets the stack down. You'll need a little more help here. Can't get the Z over, that's it. Redshirt tops out at 1006. Sodium, you were at a chase down. You need 1007 to take it. Alpha 07. Redshirt does get the max out, but is it going to be enough? He had a huge lead for most of that. I'm involved, so that means Sodium will chase down. Looks like he'll have to do a little bit on the kill screen here unless he get a Tetris right now. It'll be a little bit risky to set up. Looks like he will go for it. Oh, doesn't hit the T over, so needs the bar now. Needs the bar. So bar or bust for Sodium. It's not gonna come, and that's it. Sodium tops out at 980, and Redshirt takes game number 1. GG's. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Alrighty. Interesting. Sodium doesn't form a little boat. He puts the S and the Z back to back. Maybe an adjustment for the square. Sodium, famous for his adjustment game. Right now he needs a little bit of a... I guess he doesn't really need a whole lot. He has a hole in his stack. But he does get a Tetris. Let's just go one off the bottom. Doesn't even need to burn. Oh, there's a burn, but you know. A little bit of a gnarly stack here for Red Shirt early on. Not that gnarly, but, you know. You will be digging. Sodium looking to form a lead this time. Early drought here. And drought keeps on droughting. Players' boards are going up and up and up, and they both get Tetrises. I don't know if how Sodium had a whole lot more time left, but he'll get it. Takes a few burns to take care of a square, sorry, a hole in his stack. They were all squares. A square in Tetris is a square of squares. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, 147 to 127, a little bit of a lead here for Sodium. Another drought. Bars are not particularly forthcoming in this one. So both players are they going to push their luck? They both take burns. Lombard Tetris, I think they've both been cowed by the previous drought. They're like, barely survived that one. Let's tone it down a bit. Sodium up by less than a Tetris here as we are approaching the halfway mark to 19. Oh, nice little adjustment for Sodium. Gets that bar over to column 3. Both players setting them up and knocking them down. So up still by less than a Tetris, 334 to 317. Close one. Not sure that's what Sodium wanted to do with that bar. Has the bar dependency as a result, but gets a bar to resolve the bar dependency. The best way to resolve a bar dependency is a bar. Ooh. Not sure if that was a setup or what. But Sodium does not hit the double tuck. Probably a misdrop. Sodium is hard to tell sometimes because he does have some pretty advanced moves. But a double tuck is fairly difficult, especially with rolling. 364 to 343. Make sure I have the queue up to date. I do. Alright, cool. Populated by Kingsman. Kingsman is the real MVP. He is the show. Now, the fortune of hanging out with Kingsman quite a bit this past weekend. He was in the hotel room next to mine at the Quality Inn in Portland, Oregon. He gave me some pie. I think it was Game Scout's wife's pie. But they got too much pie. Had to give it away. Had a fun time. Well, Kingsman did too. So it was a good tournament. Had a lot of fun. Red Shirt has a bar dependency up pretty high. He needs some help here. Alrighty, he's droughted, but he gets the right pieces to kind of cut this down. Sodium now has a lead going into the transition. He's going to retain it. Gets the Lombard, gets the Tetris. Does have a hole in his stack. Looks like he'll try something to... Not really going to be able to burn it out. He'll go with a 555. Sodium goes in with a 522. Sorry, Red Shirt goes in with a 522. And we are separated by a Tetris here in post. Players